The first, we're starting with Excel session 1. We'll talk about introduction to MS Office components. What we'll talk about? Introduction to MS Office component. So we'll say MS Office components. There are 5 components of MS Office, which is very important for us to know. One is called MS Word, Microsoft Word. Second one is MS Excel. Third one is MS Access. Fourth one is MS PowerPoint. And the last one is very important, MS Outlook. These are called MS Office skills for a data scientist. Now the question is coming, what is the purpose of using them? The question is coming as what? What is the purpose of using them? Why will you go for MS Word? It is for documentation. Are you getting it? Why do you go for MS Excel? It is for database management system and the reporting application. You can go for data management, data analysis, and reporting dashboards. You can make it using Excel. MS Access for what? Relational database management system. We call this as RDBMS. Okay. This is for what? Presentation. Are you getting it now, guys? And this MS Outlook is for what? Mail exchange. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Understood now?
Yes.
So these are called MS Office skills for a data scientist. Is this clear to all of you? Everyone? Perfect. Now moving to the next. What is the default size of the Excel file, guys? 7 KB.
7 KB.
What is the maximum size of the Excel file? Depends on the
Into the memory.
memory. Okay. What the default number of seats are going to open?
Depends on memory or
And the maximum
255.
255.
or
Depends on memory.
does it make sense to all of you guys? Are you getting this? Very good. What are the different versions of Excel? Now we need to understand different versions of Excel. It was Office 97 2003. Then it came with Office 2007. Then it came with Office 2010. Then it came Office 2013. Then it came with Office 2016. Then it came with Office 2019. Then came up with the Office, which is 2021. Then everything stopped. Now Office 365. Right? What is the platform? The platform for them is called software installation. Do you remember earlier, whenever we have to go for MS Office, we have to format system, we have to install it again, or we have to install multiple times. Now we don't have to do this because it's a cloud-based platform. So what is the cloud-based platform? You install once, you have your login ID and password. Every time any new upgradation happening, it will ask you to update. You don't have to install the application anymore. So now currently we are using Office 365. In future also we will use what? Office 365. We just have to upgrade our system like a mobile phone. You're using Android mobile phone, iOS, any update comes, it is asking to update it. Are you going to install it again? No, right? That's how it is MS Office. Number of rows and number of columns. It was 65,000 rows. It was having 256 columns. Time got changed. It increases to 10,48,576 rows. It becomes 16,384 columns. Since that, it is having the same capacity of the Excel. But what is happened now? Lots of new features have been added. What's the new feature? I am using Office 365 now. Okay. Can you see I have added some AI plugins here? Can you see I have something called analyze data over here? Can you see I have some add-ins over here? It was not there earlier. These all new things have been added most recently. Every other tab you go for, if you go to insert, you can see 3D map is there. Earlier it was not there. Can you see this, guys? You can also see that there are so many new charts have been added. There is something called as your icons has been added. If you go to draw, some new things have been added here called ink replay, or you can go for create here the link help. These are new features which has been added to every other time the application comes. So we will not talk about those now. We'll talk about that currently we are using what? Office 365, which is loaded with multiple features. What is the file extension? When it was old Excel, it was .xls only. Now later on it becomes .xlsx only. And since that any Excel file you are storing, it is storing with what? .xlsx. You will say, what is the benefits having these many? You can say new features every time it keeps on adding to what? MS Office. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? So if you're going for the interview tomorrow, they'll ask you, which version of Office you're using? What will you say? After 5 years, what will you say? After 10 years, what will you say? After 60 years, what will you say? If Office 365 is there, you will say that. Otherwise, you will say something else. Understood? Most people is going to Office 365. It's not going to change. Microsoft declared this already. Okay. We need to understand how many rows and how many columns in the Excel file. When you open the Excel, it's an open grid. This A, B, C, D, these are what? Columns. This 1, 2, 3, 4, these are what? Rows. Now, how many rows and how many columns? If you write 1, copy this one, select this A1, column A, row 1. Control Shift, right click and paste. If you paste this one, it's saying what is the count here below? 16,384. Yes or no? So that means how many columns I have now? 16,384 columns. It is proved. If I say one copy, select Control Shift, down arrow and paste. How many rows are coming here, guys? Here 10,48,576. So we are confirmed in our Excel. This is 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Is this clear to all of you guys? Clear now? Moving to the next. How would you go for defining the cell reference and the data range? If you keep your cursor here, it says as what? A1. If you keep your cursor over here, it represents as what? Column G and row 13. If you select from here to here, it becomes as what? The range you selected, right? So in these guys, there is a starting cell reference. Yes or no? There is also one ending cell reference. Then you also define as what? Data range. Then we'll also have data range name. What does it mean? The first starting cell reference is what? Ending cell reference is what? The data range is what? A1 to. And if you select this range and going to this corner, right? ABC. What is the name is becoming now? So anytime you go and select ABC, it will select only this range. Now this is becoming ABC. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? If somebody is going to ask you tomorrow how to read data in Excel by defining range, can you answer that? Shall we go for a test, everyone? Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, in this, what is the starting cell reference here?
Q3.
What is the ending cell reference here?
W6.
W?
16.
16. If I ask you to define this, what is the starting cell reference in this?
Q3.
2, 3.
What is the ending cell reference here?
W16.
Good. And what is the data range you're seeing here, guys?
Q3.
Q3 to W16.
And you can also select this range, give the name as XYG, enter. So now what is the range name now here, guys?
XYG.
XYZ.
XYZ. Okay. So now did you understand, guys, how to read the data in Excel? Very good. Now moving to this. Now this is the interview question. What is the maximum data range in an Excel file? Maximum means what? If you start here, this is a what? A1. Yes or no? End would be what, guys? If you write copy 1, what the last column is coming? XFD. Last column. What the last row is going to come? Control Shift down arrow and paste.
10 lakhs 48,576.
So it is coming as what? 10 lakhs
48,500.
48,570. So now, if you go to the range, what the last range is coming here, guys?
XFD 10,48,576.
Very nice. Did you understand? This is what? Ending cell reference, XFD 10,48,576. Clear to all of you? Now, if somebody is going to ask you, what is the Excel maximum data range? You will say Excel starting cell reference is what?
A1.
A1.
Excel
A1.
ending cell reference is what?
XFD 1048576.
XFD
4,
1048576.
8, 5, 7, 6.
Now, what is the maximum data range in SIT?
A1 column XFD 1.
A1 to
It is going to be A12
XFD.
XFD 10 lakhs 48,576. This could be an intelligent question in the interview. Sometimes they want to know how much you know about Excel. They may ask this question. We should be well aware of it now. Is this clear to all of you guys, everyone? Now,
Yes.
how to go for reading data in Excel file? Now, this is the data is given where student ID, student name, gender, education, age, education, occupation, date of inquiry, and the course details are given, right? In this particular data, the data starts from S1 to S11 is the student ID. The student name is given. The gender, male or female, is given. What is their age? What is the education background? Whether the BTech, MBA, MCA, what they are, which department they're working. Somebody's working in operations, somebody's working in IT and marketing, which date they did the inquiry, and which course they have opted for. These are given here. Now, this is the table, this is the data which has come in a table. Yes or no, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, what we have to do now, guys, here is that we have to understand this perfectly. First of all, what is the starting cell reference in this? A1. What is the ending cell reference in this? H12.
H12.
What is the data
H12.
range here?
A1
Right?
to H12.
I can select this range. I can call this as what? Student underscore inquiry. Enter. So now what is the data range name here? Student underscore inquiry. Now, what's the table name? If somebody's going to ask you tomorrow, what is the table name? Table name is nothing. It is same as your number of columns. How many columns are there? Or number of columns, or we call
1,
this as
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
if you select this
columns.
header, it's saying
8
8.
columns.
8. Number of
12 rows.
records,
Records 12.
excluding the header, if you select
12.
this, it is 11.
11. Okay.
Yes. Now, number of character fields. Student name, yes or no? Is a
Yes.
character field? Student ID,
yes.
student name, gender, education, occupation, course. I can copy this by pressing Control key. I can do right click, paste spatial values and say transpose. So I can say I have 6 are what? Character fields. Number of numeric fields. How many numeric
11.
fields are there? Age is there.
11.
And
Of inquiry.
does it make sense to all of you guys? Everyone?
Right. Enter values.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear to all? Very good. Now, question is coming. How to identify the data types in Excel or anywhere? So remember, guys, if you write ABC is a character numeric. Character. If you write 1, 2, 3 is a character numeric.
Numeric.
What did you see? Characters are left aligned. Numerics are. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is called character values. This is called numeric values. If you say ABC 1, 2, 3, it's a character numeric. Character. This is alpha numeric. ABC 1, 2, 3 is what? Alpha numeric. Alpha numeric is a part of what character? If you write today's date, it is right aligned, left aligned.
Right
So it is
aligned.
also date time is a part of what? Does it make sense? Clear now? Now I will have a test. Tell me, guys, 1, 2, 3, ABC. This is what? Character numeric. Character. If I write here 03 28 2023, this is what?
Numeric.
Numeric.
This is numeric. So is this clear to all of you guys, everyone? How to identify the data type is clear? Now, why date time is numeric? This is what is coming to mind now. Write 1, write 1. Is that clear? This one is what number? This one is what number? This number, right click, do a format cell, make it to a date format. If you make it to date format, it is coming 1st January 1900, right? It is coming as what? 1st Jan 1900. We call this as what? Happy birthday to Excel. Remember like this. Are you getting this? What do you call this, guys? Happy birthday to Excel. This is called 1st Jan 1900. If you say 10 as a number and you convert this 10, guys, please go on mute. Please go on mute, guys. Okay. If you convert this 10 to a date value, what date value is going to come in here, guys? 10th January 1900. It is reading from 1st January 1900. If you say 365, which date will come? Format cell, make it date format. It's coming as what? 30th December 1900, right? So it's reading what? 365 days from 1st Jan 1900. Making sense to all of you? Now, what is today? Right? If you right click on this date value, do a format cell, make it to a number. What is it giving you here? Days from 1st Jan 1900. Does it make sense? If you take this number and paste it here, and you will call this number to what? Format cell to date value. What date value is going to come today? 27th April 2024. Yes or no? So what we are saying, number can be converted into date and what, guys? And date can be converted into number. So date time is numeric. Yes or no? Next is, what will happen if we convert a negative integer into a date value? You might be thinking, sir, you're writing 10, that is giving you as what? If you write 10 and you write 10 here, right? What is 10 is going to give you here? Format cell, if you make it to date, is going to give you as what? 10th January 1900. What will happen if it's a minus 10? You are thinking it'll go back to what? Go back to 1st January 1900. Yes or no? But it is not the case. If you say negative integer to convert into date value, it is going to give you has. So we can say negative integers cannot be converted into date value in Excel. This is an interview question you have to remember forever. Is this clear to all? Clear? Now we'll have a test. Tell me, this is the data which is given about order, which is online order has been given. This is the order ID, order date, shipping date, who is the customer, customer name, the date of birth of the customer, which segment this customer is coming, whether it's a consumer or a corporate customer, is given as what? The city, the product ID, the sales, and the quantity. Clear now? Now in this data, tell me, guys, what is the cell reference, starting cell reference? What is the ending cell reference?
A21.
21. What is the data range?
A1 is to A21.
If you select this range and call this as global underscore sales. So what is the data range name?
Global.
And what is the table name?
Same.
How many columns are there? How many records are there?
20.
How many character fields are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copy this, paste spatial values, and say transpose. Understood now, guys, everyone? How many numeric fields are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I can copy this. I can do it paste spatial values and say transpose, which is 5. Is this clear to all of you?
Yeah.
Now we'll have a table practical here. Okay. This is the real-time data which is given how many records. If you select like this, the total count is coming how much? 5113. The numerical count is coming how much? 5112. Excluding the header, it is having how many records? 5112. This is the data from Australia. In Australia, there are medicine stores like Medplus, Dr. Reddy's, Religare, GSK, Apollo. These are medicine stores. Whenever customer visited to those stores, they have given their own identity. Their gender as female or male, date of birth, their current age by the time, and which state code they're belonging to. QLD means Queensland, W means West Australia, NSW means New South Wales, VIC means Victoria. It is also given the number of trips they have visited to that particular store and how much they have been spent. Is the data clear to everyone? Now, what is the starting cell reference of this data? And what is the ending cell reference of this data? It is given H5113. What is the data range? A1 to H5113.
3.
What is the data range name? I can select this. I can call this as made Australia sales. Yes or no? So what do you call this here? Made Australia sales. Clear? What's the table name in this case?
Made Australia sales.
How many columns are there, guys?
8.
8.
Columns. Very good. How many records are there? 5112. Right? How many character fields are there? You tell me now. What are those?
3.
Are you getting it now, guys? Everyone? Is it easy to understand now? Okay. How many numeric fields are there? 5. What are they?
5.
Customer ID, date of birth, age, number of trips, and the you can right click, do a paste spatial values, and you will say what? Transpose. Does it make sense, guys? Everyone?
Yes.
What is the Excel journey happens? Excel journey happens like this. You should remember this now, guys. The first one is what? Excel workbook. What is the Excel workbook name here? Session-1 dot class material dot XLSX. Yes or no? Then you have these are what? These are different sheets called Excel worksheets. Then what you do here? Cell reference. From cell reference, you define data range. From data range, you call them as what? Table with what? Columns with what? Values with what? Data types. And data types are going to what, guys? 2 types. One is called characters and second one is called, are you getting it? So alpha numeric is a part of what? Date time is a part of what? Do you understand? Will you forget this anymore? Clear? Now, guys, we'll go to format cell. It was not there earlier. These all new things have been added most recently. Every other tab you go for, if you go to insert, you can see 3D map is there. Earlier it was not there. Can you see this, guys? You can also see that there are so many new charts have been added. There is something called as your icons has been added. If you go to draw, some new things have been added here called ink replay, or you can go for create here the link help. These are new features which has been added to every other time the application comes. So we will not talk about those now. We'll talk about that currently we are using what? Office 365, which is loaded with multiple features. What is the file extension? When it was old Excel, it was .xls only. Now, later on, it becomes .xlsx only. And since that, any Excel file you are storing, it is storing with what? .xlsx. You will say, what is the benefits having these many? You can say new features every time it keeps on adding to what? MS Office. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? So if you're going for the interview tomorrow, they'll ask you, which version of Office you're using? What will you say? After 5 years, what will you say? After 10 years, what will you say? After 60 years, what will you say? If Office 365 is there, you will say that. Otherwise, you will say something else. Understood? Most people is going to Office 365. It's not going to change. Microsoft declared this already. Okay. We need to understand how many rows and how many columns in the Excel file. When you open the Excel, it's an open grid. This A, B, C, D, these are what? Columns. This 1, 2, 3, 4, these are what? Rows. Now, how many rows and how many columns? If you write 1, copy this one, select this A1, column A, row 1. Control Shift, right click and paste. If you paste this one, it's saying what is the count here below? 16,384. Yes or no? So that means how many columns I have now? 16,384 columns. It is proved. If I say one copy, select Control Shift, down arrow and paste. How many rows are coming here, guys? Here 10,48,576. So we are confirmed in our Excel. This is 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Is this clear to all of you guys? Clear now? Moving to the next. How would you go for defining the cell reference and the data range? If you keep your cursor here, it says as what? A1. If you keep your cursor over here, It represents as what? Column G and row 13. If you select from here to here, it becomes as what? The range you selected, right? So in this, guys, there is a starting cell reference. Yes or no? There is also one ending cell reference. Then you also define as what? Data range. Then you will also have data range name. What does it mean? The first starting cell reference is what? Ending cell reference is what? The data range is what? A1 to. And if you select this range and going to this corner, right? ABC. What is the name is becoming now? So anytime you go and select ABC, it will select only this range. Now this is becoming ABC. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? If somebody is going to ask you tomorrow how to read data in Excel by defining range, can you answer that? Shall we go for a test, everyone? Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, in this, what is the starting cell reference here?
Q3.
What is the ending cell reference here?
W6.
W?
16.
16. If I ask you to define this, what is the starting cell reference in this?
Q3.
2, 3.
What is the ending cell reference here?
W16.
Good. And what is the data range you're seeing here, guys?
Q3.
Q3 to W16.
16.
And you can also select this range, give the name as XYG, enter. So now what is the range name now here, guys?
XYG.
XYZ.
XYZ. Okay. So now did you understand, guys, how to read the data in Excel? Very good. Now moving to this. Now this is the interview question. What is the maximum data range in an Excel file? Maximum in. So I'm going to start over here. This is saying the format cell. What you see, guys, in my system here is that it is given there are some laptop companies, Technova, right? Quantum, Nexus, Stella Tech, Zenith, Phonics, Apex. These are the different laptop companies in worldwide, right? They have been selling out their units or number of units or number of laptops they have sold out in India, Japan, Malaysia, Australia, and New Zealand, which is given in a number. Does it make sense, guys? Now, this number which is coming to you, you cannot read the number as it is in the Excel cell, right? What will you do here? You can select this entire range. You can right click, do a format cell, make this to a number format with 1000 comma separator. Now it is reading this into 1000 comma separator. It makes us easy to read the data properly. Yes or no, guys, everyone? Good. Same way, the price which is given, you have to show the price in which form, which symbol? Dollar symbol, right? The currency is in what? Dollar. So how would you go for showing this to a dollar? You select the range, right click, do a format cell, make it to the currency format as going to be a dollar format. Does it make sense to all of you guys? When you multiply these units to the dollar, you get the total revenue, the total sales revenue in country wise. That should be presented by what? Dollar format. You have to right click on this. You will do a format cell, make it to a currency format as dollar format. Does it make sense to all of you? When you are comparing India's sales to rest all, Japan over India, what is the sales difference? Malaysia over India, what is the sales difference? Australia over India, what is the sales difference? New Zealand over India, what is the sales difference? If you want to show the sales difference and the comparison, you got to show that into what, guys? Select this entire range and you can right click on this, do a format cell, make it to which format? Percentage format. So now, guys, we understand how to use the number format, how to use the currency format, and how to use what? The percentage format. And if somebody is going to ask you, what is format cell? You will say format cell to change the appearance of the cell values, right? If somebody is going to ask you, what is format cell? How would you answer this, guys? To change the cell values and its appearance. Understood? Which is going to more readable form to explain anyone. Clear to all? Everyone? Is clear? Is this clear to you? Right. Now there's a test. Given these values, get into number format. How to get in number format? Select this range, right click, do a format cell, make it a number format with 1000 comma separator. Does it make sense to all of you? Next one is given as what? Get it into Euro format. So how to go to Euro format? Select this range, do a format cell, make it to a currency format, but you will search as what? Euro format. Do you see the Euro format is coming somewhere, guys, everyone? Where you see this? It is coming Euro format here. Yes or no, guys? So we got the Euro format. Now this is given as, show these values into percentage format. How would you go for showing that? Right click on this, do a format cell, make it to as what? Percentage format with 0 decimals. Does it make sense to all of you guys? While you see this as an Euro format, you can always do this as a format cell, make it to 0 decimal values so that there is no decimals in this. Did you understand how to change the appearance of your cell values using the format cell? Clear to all of you? Now we will do a real-time test within the data. It is given the sales field should be going as what? Dollar format. Now look at this data. Order ID, the order date, the shipping date, the product ID, the sales. It's saying sales should be present in what? Currency format as a dollar. So what should you do now? Select this column, do a format cell, make it to a currency as dollar format. This is where you're able to read the data. Same thing, go to the quantity, should be in number format. So right click on this quantity field, format cell, number with 1000, comma, separator. Go to the discount field, convert the discount field into format cell as percentage format with 0 decimals. Right? Now going for the profit and the shipping cost, you can select these two columns, do a format cell, make it as a currency with dollar format. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Did you understand how to go for reading the data? It is not like that just to present the data. It should be able to readable the form, right? Now we'll talk about, guys, what is this format cell with date format? It is very important to understand about the date format. What is the date format? You will understand here. For example, guys, if I write today, bracket start and close, what you see, guys, here, it is coming in the date format. Can you see this? What date format it is coming? It is coming DD, and YYYY. Yes or no, guys? Can you see this? Now, this is something called system defined. This is a system defined format. Understood, everyone? Clear now? Now, you know what? I can copy the same thing over here, over here, over here. I would like to change the format appearances here. Now, in this, right click on this, do a format cell, make it to date format. I want to change it to this. So which format is coming now? YYY, and AD. This is also what, guys? System defined format, right? I can also go here, do a format cell, make it to a date format to this format. Yes or no? What is it given here? DD, YY. This is also what, guys? System defined format. I can also go to this, right click, do a format cell. Can I get DDMMYY? Is it there? No, DDMMYY is not there. So I can go to custom format. I can write here DDMMYYYY. Can you see this? It is coming as what? DDMMYYYY. This is called user or custom format. What do you call this, guys, here? Custom format, the way you want to present it. This is very important to understand what is called custom format. I can go to this, I can do a format cell to present this into this format, which is called as what? Word date format. What do you call this, guys, here? And this is what, system format or custom format? System format. Understood now, guys? You can always right click on this, do a format cell, make it to somewhere like this. This is called word month format. What do you call this, guys? Word month format. Understood? Are you getting it? So this is going to what? System format. Now right click on this, go to the format cell, make it as a custom format as YYYY. So what is the format is coming here? YYY. This is what? Did you understand? You can also go here, do a format cell, make it to a custom format called mm.dd.yyy. Can you see this? This is what? mm.dd.yyy. This is also what, guys? Custom format. You can also do this here, format cell, make it to custom format as YYYYMM, which is called year month format. What do you call this, guys? YYYYMM. This is also going to be your custom format. Can you understand how to go for defining your date value to a different format, and what is called system defined format, and what is called, clear to all? Very good. Now see how real-time work happens. It is saying convert these into what? DDMM YY format. So how should you go for doing this? Do a format cell, make it to a custom format as DDMM YY. Does it work? Convert these into YYYMMDD format. How to do this? Format cell, make it to a date format. It is given YYYYMM and DD format. Can you see this, guys? Is it coming? Now, going to this, it's saying convert these into word date format. So how to go for doing this word date format? Format cell, make it to a date format as word date format. Understood? Clear now? So this is how we normally go for reading data using what? A date time format. Now, the next we will be talking about here, which is called format cell by characters. Right? So what is happening, guys, here? You will go for character format by what? Defining the font, defining the size, defining the style, the color font, and the color background. For example, if I write DV analytics, right? This is what the normal text. I can go to here. I can make it bold here. I can change the font style to Amasis MT Pro. I can make the font to this maroon color. I can increase the font to 26. And I can also go for selecting this as underline. Can you see this? I can also write the same thing here. Let's say I put it here, advanced program in industrial data science. If we talk about advanced program in industrial data science, what does it mean? If you select this, you can right click on this, do a format cell, you will go to the font because it's a character. I will choose as Amasis Pro. Where is my Amasis Pro? This is my Amasis Pro. I can increase the font to 22. I can make it bold. I can choose the color to maroon color. I can make it as underline here. If I do that, I also get the same result out here, guys. Yes or no? So this is what we can do. Right click to do a format cell towards font if it is a character. In the font, there are certain effects are given. Can you see this? One is strike through, one is superscript, one is subscript. Now we will understand what is that all three here. Example, if I write Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. Are you getting this, guys, now? Everyone got it? Now thing is that what is happening if it is strike through, I can select this, rightly do a format cell, making effects as a strike through. Strike through says that do not read this. Clear to all of you now, guys? If you go back to the superscript, if you select this one, do a format cell, make it a superscript, it's saying Q to the power 1. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Understood? If you select this one and do a format cell, make it as subscript here. Does it make sense to you all? Understood? Q to the power 1, Q to the power 2, Q1, Q2. This is how superscript and subscript is going to come into picture. Is this clear to all of you guys? Now, guys, we'll be starting with what is called paste spatial values. It's very, very important. Now, let's understand this. What is paste spatial values? I have given some student name. I want to put their age. What will I do here? I will use rand equal sign, then random between, say, 23 years to 50 years of age. I have the student. What is the bottom value? What is the top value? 50. It is going to pull the numbers randomly in between. Can you see this, guys? Can you see this? When I drag this, it is automatically pulling data of what? Random between 23 to 50. What happens if I write something outside the cell, the numbers are keep on changing. Can you see this, guys? If I write anything outside, the numbers are keep on changing. Why? Because it is a random number. Clear? If the numbers are keep on changing, I don't want this number to be changing. What should I do? Because currently it's showing it's a function-driven values. If I don't want to show the function-driven values, I want to paste the value as it is. What will I do now? I will select this data here, copy this. I will be right-click, do a paste spatial, and I will say paste spatial these values as values only, no more function-driven. Now you cannot see any function here. Can you see this? It is just the value. No matter whatever you will do outside, that will not affect here because it is just a paste spatial values. Is this clear to all of you guys? Now let's take an example here. I put it random between 100 to 1000. What will happen now? It is going to randomly pull the number in between what? 100 to 1000. Can you see this? When you write outside anything here, what is happening? The numbers are keep on changing. Yes or no, guys? If the numbers are changing, what will you do? You will select this range, copy this range over the same range, right click. You will say paste spatial and you will say values. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Did you understand why we go for it? Whenever we don't want to show any function driven values or any formula driven values, we always do paste spatial values. Okay. Now I'll tell you about what is the difference between paste spatial values and paste spatial formulas. For example, units are 120, price is 1000. How much sales is happened? Units multiplied by price. How much is coming? Understood now? If you click on this, now the expression shows that you have taken the value from P6 and Q6 to multiply to get these values as sales. Yes or no? If I copy this, come to this cell and I do paste spatial formulas, it just copy the same formula and apply to the next cell values, which is coming this. Yes or no? But if you copy this here and do it as paste spatial values, it will not bring the formulas here. It will just give the values as it is. Is it true? No, right? So this is the example of what? Paste spatial values. And this is the example of what? Paste spatial formulas. So which one you should use here in this case? Paste spatial formulas. We should not go for using what? Paste spatial value. This is wrong. Did you understand? Where to go for using paste spatial formulas? Where to go for using paste spatial? Clear? Understood? Okay, good. Now, shall I go for a test? Shall I go for a test now? Okay, take it. So this is given product. Product is given P1 to P7. Now, this is given units. And this is given price. Okay. Units are given as what? Random between 10 to 90. Does it make sense to all of you guys? Paste spatial and say values. The price should be what here, guys? Random between 100 to 1000. Paste spatial values. Understood? So you have given product. You have given units. You have given price. So how do you calculate the sales here? What do you do here? You write units to multiply with what? Price. Did you get this here? Right? Now imagine same thing is given here. Units and sales is given. Units are given random between 10 to 100. Okay. Now the price is given random between 100 to 1000. Does it make sense, guys? Everyone? Now tell me, what should I do now? Paste spatial formulas or paste spatial? What will I do? If I copy this, I'll be pasting this as what? Paste spatial formulas. Does it make sense now, guys? If I go for selecting and pasting here as what? Paste spatial values. What will happen? It will not create any expression. The same value is going to paste. So we are supposed to go with what? Paste spatial formulas. We are not supposed to go with what? Paste spatial values. Does it make sense to all of you guys? Okay. Moving to the next, this is something called paste spatial and operation. So it is saying in this cells or the data range, you have to add 100, you have to subtract 100, you have to multiply and divide 100. How to do this? You can write just 100 here. You copy this 100, select this range, right click, do a paste spatial. There is an operation called add. The moment you say add, 100 has been added to all. Can you see this, guys, everyone? If you copy this 100, select this entire range, do paste spatial operation as multiply. 100 has been multiplied to all. If you select this 100, select this entire range, do paste spatial operation as what? Subtract. 100 has been subtracted to all. You can also copy this 100, select this range, do paste spatial operation as what? Is divided 100 to all. Does it make sense to all of you? Clear? Now there is something called paste spatial and transpose. What is paste spatial transpose? If you have given product, which is P1, I drag this down. So how many products are there? 15 products. And there are some sales is given here, right? Which is random between 100 to 1000. Can you see this, guys, everyone? I can copy this. I can do a paste spatial and values. Understood? What will you do now? Selecting this range, copy, and you can right click on this, do a paste spatial values and say transpose. What is happening here? The data was in vertical order. You converted into horizontal order. Now you can also select this horizontal order. You can right click here, do a paste spatial values and set transpose from this horizontal order to vertical order. Again, it is coming. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Is this clear? Very good. Now we will talk about here format paint. Use of format paint. So format paint by color format paint, character font, style, size format paint. We'll talk about this one by one, right? So now let me take you through the format paint here. If I have these cells which are given in this color and I have these cells which are given in this color, are you getting it? Now I want the same cell should be coming down here. I can select this two, do a format painter, and I can apply this here. Does it make sense? So this is called what? Color format paint. Format paint is what? Copy the paint or copy the format and paint the same format to multiple cells. Next is called character font. What does it mean? For example, I have given the name here. Name is Dev. Name is Kalyan. Name is Devasis. Name is Radhika. Are you getting it? I go to the name. I make this name as Amasis MT Pro. Make it 48. And I choose the font to the maroon color here. And I make it as underline. Can you see this? I want the same thing to be replicated to all the names here. What will I do? I select this. I can do a format painter and I can apply it over all these cells. Can you see this? You don't have to do it manually now. Once you copy the format paint, you can apply it to the rest. Next, we will talk about number format paint. What is number format paint? For example, guys, you have given some value. Value 1 is given. Value 2 is given. Value 3 is given. Value in 1 is what? Random between 100 to 900 multiplied by 1000. Are you getting it? I copy the same thing and I paste it here and I paste it here. Now I'll show you guys what I'm going to do now. I do paste spatial values. In this, I made this as format cell to a number format as 1000 comma separator. Can you see this? Now I can select this format paint and apply over this column and this column. I don't have to do it manually now. It is automatically taken this to 1000. Did you understand how this number format is happening? Now let's go for date. Date 1, date 2, and your date 3. Clear? Now the date 1, which is given 09/23/2020. I just drag this date here. Can you see this, guys, everyone? Right? Now what I did here, selecting this date, I did format cell, make it to a date format, to Word date format. Understood? I want the same thing to be replicable to this and this. What will I do now? Select this format painter and I can apply over any cell. So now there is an interview question. The interview question is this. Ready for the interview question, guys? Question is like, explain format paint in Excel and its uses. How do you answer this question, guys? Why we go for format paint? Tell me. We copy the format of one cell to another using format paint. This avoids manual intervention. Yes or no, guys? Everyone, can you answer that? Clear to all? Okay. Format paint test. It's saying that get all the character value font to Aptos display is the font name. So this is the character field. Yes or no? I will right click. I'll do a format cell to the font as what? Aptos display. Can you see this? And I say okay. Can you see the font name has been changed to Aptos display? Now this format paint will go to all the character fields in the table. Yes or no? All these character fields, font has been changed now to Aptos display and press escape key to come out. Get the date value to DDMMM YYY. So format cell, date format, custom format what? DD MMM YYY. Does it make sense? You got to apply the same thing over what? All the date field values. Yes or no? Next, make all the numeric field into 1000 comma separator. So all the units here, format cell, make it a number format with 1000 comma separator. You got to apply the same thing here and here as well. Next, get all the sales field into dollar currency format. How do you do that? Right click on this, format cell, currency as dollar format. It's coming from there, you see. Okay. So now you can apply the same thing to here as well. Make this into what? Percentage format. How to do this? Format cell, make it to percentage format. You can take this to here and here. Is this clear? Clear now, guys? Right. Okay. Now we will talk about here format cell test. This is reading the order date into what? Number of days. You want to convert to date format. What will you do? Format cell to date format. Yes or no? I can apply the same thing to shipping date also. Right. Go for the sales and convert the sales to dollar format. Format cell to currency as dollar format. You can copy the same thing through format pen to apply it here. Both. Get into the dollar discount field, make it to percentage format. You can say it to. Does it make sense? Clear to all of you? Select this from the corner and expand this cell to get the complete values here. Now, guys, we'll be talking about here font, style, and size. If you look at DV Analytics is written here, what is the default font name? Calibri, right? What is the default font size? Is coming to 11. What the default, font size is given, but the minimum font size, if you write to 1000, it must be between 1 to, so that means the minimum font is what? 1, maximum is going to be 409. Then next is called wrapping text. What is wrapping text? If you write, this is DV Analytics located in Bangalore and Bhubaneswar, and also opening a branch in Dubai. Something like that you are writing here. What does it look like? It is looking like that. It is going beyond that cell. It is within that cell. You can select this. You can always go to wrap text. If it's a wrap text, it will fall within the cell. You can right click. You can try to align by your own. Understood now, guys, everyone? Clear? Right. Next is called cell, merge, and border. Let's say I'm creating a report. The report title, right? Whenever you go for creating a report, that would be report title. Yes or no? Report title is worldwide COVID report 2020 and 22. This is what, guys? Report title. There must be some key performance indicator. So we call this as KPI 1. What is the KPI 1? We write number of confirmed cases. Then KPI 2, which is number of active cases. KPI 3, which is called number of recovery cases. Yes or no, guys? KPI 4, which is going to what? Death cases. Yes or no? KPI 5, which is going to what? Your active base rate in percentage. How many active patients are there? Yes or no? Then you will have what? KPI 5, KPI 6, and KPI 7. Can you tell me what is the next thing you will look at? Recovery rate. And you'll also look for what? That should be given as percentage. So how do you go for creating this report? I can select this here. I can merge this. I can write, this is going to be my what? My report header. I can make it middle aligned. I can choose the background color. I can make the font here. I can increase the font to worldwide COVID report. This. Does it make sense to all of you guys? You can always select this to merge. We call this a number of confirmed cases. Are you getting it? Same thing, you will merge it here. This is called number of. Are you getting it? Same thing, you'll merge this here to create this as what? Number of. Make it middle align. Same thing will present here as what? Number of. Are you getting this, guys? Right? Now, what we'll do here? Select this here, or maybe select this here, and select this here. Try to increase this to here. This is going to what? Active base rate in what? Percentage. This is going to be recovery rate in what? Percentage. Okay. This is going to be death rate in percentage. Are you getting this, guys? Everyone? Select this, make it here. Now you can go for making this as a border as your report header. Select this entirely, choose the background color to blue color, and the font should be white and make it bold. Clear? The active base rate, you have to present it by this color. The recovery base rate, you want to present this by this color. Death rate, you will go for present this by. Understood? Now this is how you created your report format that has to present to the business. So you need to understand the cell, merge, border, font style, alignment, everything for creating a report. Is this clear? Very good. Now we will get into conditional formatting. But before getting into the conditional formatting, I really want to give you guys a small break for 5 minutes. Quickly go and have your water, whatever, but come back within 5 minutes. We are starting the class at 9:47. Okay, take a quick break for 5 minutes, guys, and please come back. So guys, we're going to start with what? Conditional formatting. Okay. So highlight the cell values versus adding conditional rules to that. What does it mean? Somebody has given, this is a student who has been scored, and you need to highlight if the score is less than 50. How do you do that? Select this here, go to conditional formatting, highlight the cell value if it is less than 50. Does it make sense, guys? Everyone? Highlight the cell value if it is greater than 50. You can select this. You can go to conditional formatting. If it is greater than 50, you can highlight this here. Can you see this? You can also go for highlight the cell value both if it is less than 50 and greater than 50. How should you go for doing this? Select this here. In this case, you can go for new rule. In the new rule, you will select the second. Format only cell that contains if it is greater than 50. You need to highlight by what? Let's say green color background, font as bold and white color. Understood? You can always select this here again. Going back to this, go to manage rules. Already one rule is there which is greater than 50. You can add one more rule to this. If it is less than or equal to 50, should be highlighted. Background color as red and the font is bold and say white color. Can you see this now, guys? You can easily highlight it what? Where the score is greater than 50, score is less or equal to 50 in the same cell. Understood? Now, this is an example is given as a test. Students have been scored in Excel, SQL, Python, SAS, Power BI, and machine learning. Okay. What you have to do, guys, here, if the score is greater or equal to 70, then you have to highlight by what? Green color background, font as white. Select this range, go to conditional formatting. You will choose as what? New rule. What do you choose here? If it is greater than equal to, it is greater than equal to 70. What background you will choose it here? Fill the background as green color. Font would be what? Bold and white color. Does it make sense to all of you? Next is if it is 50 to 70, less than 70 is going to be yellow background, font as black. Select this. You will not choose new rule. You will just already one rule is there. You will add what rule you will put if the value is between what 50 and 69, less than 70. Na? What background color you will choose? Fill background as yellow. Font would be bold and black color. Does it make sense to all of you? If it is less than 50, what will you choose? Red color background, font as. How should you do this? Manage rules. You will say if it is less than, what is that? 50 equal. Less than 50 means 49 and below. Is going to choose the background as what? Font is going to what? Bold and. Does it make sense to all of you now? We can easily highlight who is doing good, who is doing bad. Tell me guys, which particular subject students are doing good? Which particular subject students are actually doing good? Okay, because you can see more green here and more yellow here. Yes or no? And very less red. Perfect. Now we'll talk about conditional formatting. Highlight the cell values, color scaling and icon. What is color scaling? I will show you here. I have given the student name wise, subject wise score. If I select this, go to conditional formatting, I can see my color scaling is coming here. Scale by this. I'm not aware how this color background blue is coming, how this white is coming and how this red is coming. I don't have any idea. What will I do now here? I can select this. I can go to conditional formatting. I can say manage rules to edit the rule. In this edit rule, it's saying that it is taken the lowest value. You say lowest value as number. Understood now? Got it? Now lowest value is what? 0. Mid value is what? 50, right? Maximum value is what? 100. Because if you select this data, it should be between 10 to 100, right? The lowest value will be coming as red. The mid value will be coming as yellow. The top value is going to be as green color. If I do that, apply, you can see. Yes or no? Understood? Clear now? Okay. Now you got to highlight here. Now selecting this range, what is the minimum value? 2971. What is the maximum value? 983. So that means the values are between 0 to 1 lakh. So what I'll do here, I'll select this. I'll go for color scaling. Are you getting it? I don't know how this color is coming. What will I do now? I'll select this too. I'll choose the value to what? 3 color scaling. I will choose this value to what? Number. This is also number. This is also number. Number starting from 0 to 50. 50 to, 0 to 50,000. Yes or no? And towards 1 lakh. Okay. The minimum would be what? The between value would be what? This yellow. And the top value would be what? Dark green. Can I apply this now? Do you understand, guys, everyone? Right? Tell me which particular laptop is having good sellings across the country. Which particular laptop? Which particular laptop is having a good number of sales across this world? Lenovo ThinkPad. How did you understand this? Looking at the color scaling. Did you look at the number? So this conditional formatting, nothing. It is going to present the values in a conditions, which is more readable and taking decisions. Yes or no? Okay. Now, guys, we'll talk about icon set. What is icon set? I select this range, which is starting from 10, has gone to 100. In this, I can go for making this icon set. I don't know how this icon came. The red arrow, how it is coming. The yellow arrow, how it is coming. The green arrow, how it is coming. I don't have any idea. What I can do here, I can select this. I will say, then I will say, I can see this is given a percentage, but my values are in what? Number. So what I'll change it to? Number. Okay. Now, what I'll say, if it is more than 80, if it is more than 70, if it is more than what? 60, if it is more than 40. Are you getting it? So I'll give this color, I'll give this, then here I will choose this way. And for this, I'll be choosing somewhere like this, and for the last one, I'll be choosing cross. Is this clear? Now I change this icon and I will say apply. Okay. Can you see this? How it is coming, guys? What will I do now here? I will say conditional formatting, manage rules, select edit rules, and I will say show icon only. Can you see this, guys, everyone? Now tell me which particular student is doing good and which application, or which application students are really doing good. Which application? W? Yes or no? Very good. Same thing moving on to this here. What will do here, guys? Select this. What is the minimum value? 279. What is the maximum value? 98,000. So that means 0 to 1 lakh. In this, what you are trying to do here, guys? Icon set. Do you understand this icon, how it is coming? No. You will go for selecting these two. Then, what will you change it to? Numbers. What's the number is going to come? Let's say, number should be presented this way. Okay. I want to go for different icon. If it is number, are you getting it? So what number I'll give it here? If it is more than 80,000, if it is more than 60,000, if it is more than 50,000, if it is more than 40,000. Understood? These are the icons will come. Clear? Now I can say OK, apply, and this. Now after this, I'll go to again manage rules, select edit rules. I will say so icon only. Now tell me which application, which country is having good number of cells? Which country is having good number of cells?
Malaysia. Taiwan.
Are you getting this, guys? Understood? How to take a decision looking at this? Paka? Very good. So it's good to have, make it middle aligned. Now, we'll talk about here, guys, select a new rules to create this value. For example, these are the skills, these are the application, and the status could be yet to start, or in progress, or completed, or nothing. How to bring this status to here? You can select this. You can go to data. Under data tools, you have data validation. You can choose the data validation. Under the allow, select the list of values, and the list of values are going to be the source as these 4. If you do that and say, okay, now you can see there's a validation is created here. Can you see this? This validation says what? Yet to start, in progress, completed, or blank. Now selecting this here, I go to conditional formatting. I can choose new rule. I can make the rule here. Only cell that contains if it is equal to what? Yet to start. Which is given in what? Small letters. I'm putting all in capital. I can change it to if it is yet to start. What background color you will give it here, guys? Red. What font color will give it here? Bold and white. Understood? The moment you select here yet to start, red color background, font is white. Again, you select this, call manage rules, add one more rule to this. If it is equal to in progress. How do you present this? Yellow color background, font should be bold and black color. Then you can add one more rule to this. If it is equal to, what, right? Completed. How to present this background? Font would be what? Bold and. Did you see this, guys? In progress, completed is all coming or blank. Now I can drag this down. I will say SQL is completed. SAS is in progress. Python is yet to start. PySpark is yet to start. Excel is completed. Right? W is in progress. Power BI is completed. Excel Advanced Analytics is completed. Python Advanced Analytics is yet to start. Python Machine Learning is yet to start. I can go for writing this type of what? Are you getting this, guys? Understood? Guys, please go on mute. Those are online. Please go on mute, Mr. Yogita or Miss Yogita, please. Okay. Did you understand, guys, how to go for giving this type of status? Everyone, clear to all? Guys, please go on mute. If you have a background noise, never go for unmute yourself to speak anything. Okay. Now, next is called data bar. Okay. Do you want me to repeat this? Guys, those are online. Do you want me to repeat this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me go for creating a status here. Okay. For the status, what I want to get, these values I want to get. How will I get these values? I will go for data. I'll go to the data tools. I'll go for data validation. And I'll select this as what? List. And what is the list value? All 4. Then I can say okay here to see my validation values are coming. Can you see this, guys, everyone? Yes or no? So this could be what? Yet to start, or could be in progress, or could be completed, or nothing. I'm giving a conditional formatting here. What conditional formatting I'm giving here? I'm giving new rule. If the value contains, if it is equal to yet to start. How do you want to present the background color? And the font would be, does it make sense? Understood? So when you say yet to start, what do you see here? Red background is coming, font as white. Now again, you will go for manage rules. Add a new rule. Contains, if it is equal to in progress. How do you present this? Yellow color, font as bold and black color. Understood? You can add this to if it is equal to completed. How do you go for completed here to present? Green background, font as bold and white. Does it make sense to all? If you select yet to start, if you select in progress, if you select completed, clear? You can drag this here now for all. You're saying your SQL is what? Completed. This is what? In progress. This is what? Yet to start. This is what? Yet to start. This is completed. Understood? Then this is in progress. This is completed. This is completed. This is what? Yet to start. This is what? This is in progress. Understood? And this is what? Understood now, guys? Clear? Very good. Now we'll go here. We will say equal sign, get the value from here. But this value, which you got it, I select this range. I go to conditional formatting. I make a data bar like this. The data bar is nothing. It is a representation of the number in that cell. If this bar to be converted to 80, the bar will adjust accordingly. If the bar is 1 to convert to 70, the bar will adjust accordingly. If it is 91 to convert to 10, the bar will adjust accordingly. Understood? After this bar, we always go for presenting this value, saying manage rules, edit rules, and say show bar only. If you do that, it is going to show you the bar. It is not going to show the number. If the numbers are keep on changing here, the bar will accordingly change. Clear? Now we'll talk about sorting data, guys. It's very important to understand how to go for sorting data. It is given student name and score. If you want to take this data and paste it here, you want to make student name in ascending order, go to data and make when you see ascending order, it is alphabetical A to Z is coming. Yes or no? Same thing. What you can do here, guys, if you select this data and you say that I want to go for the score in descending order. How to make this score in descending order? You will say A to A. That is going to be descending order. Can you see this, guys? Clear? Right. Next is when it is given student name subject wise score is given. You can copy this here. You can present this, call select all 3 columns, make this sorting, call this application wise score in descending order, largest to smallest. What will happen? You can see Excel, who is the highest scorer? Kabir Kapoor. Okay. Now, if you talk about SAS, who is the highest scorer? Arav Sharma. Who is the highest scorer for SQL, guys? Naina Kumar or Kumari. Right? Are you getting this, guys? Very good. Now, given this data to you, which is given as what? Student name, application, and company wise the score. I select this all. and I copy and I paste it. What I'm trying to achieve here, I want to see each company wise, subject wise, highest scorer. How should I go for doing this? I said data, custom sorting. I want to go for company wise. I want to go for application wise. I want to look for the score, and score is what? Largest to smallest. I can see in Accenture for machine learning, who is the high scorer, right? For Accenture, for Python, who is the high scorer? For SAS, for Accenture, who is the high scorer? For SQL, for Accenture, who is the high scorer? Right? For machine learning, for Infosys, who is the high scorer? Did you understand, guys? For Python, for Infosys, who is the high scorer? Can you see this? Understood? Now tell me, guys, I want to see each student-wise, company-wise, highest scoring subject. How will I do this? I'll go to data, custom sorting. What is that? Student-wise, company-wise, score in what? So I can see in Accenture for Anya Bhatia, who is the highest scoring? Machine learning. For Anya Bhatia in Infosys, what is the highest scoring subject or application? SAS. For Anya Bhatia in TCS, which is the highest scoring applications? SQL. I can easily find it out. Understood how to go for sorting to see the data, guys, everyone? Now we'll talk about filtering data. How to go for filtering data by values or criteria or advanced filter. Now this is what the data which is given to you guys. Customer ID, company, gender, age, state code. If you select this header and make a filter, you can say Apollo, Cipla, Geno. These three companies data you want to select. You can see only these three companies data is coming, right? If you go for gender, I want to select only for female. I can select only female data is selected. If for age, I want to select here age between 30 and 50 or 40 and 60. So I'll say number filter at the top, which is between. I will say 40 and 60. Does it make sense to all of you guys? If I go for state code, I want to see the state code as what? New South Wales, Queensland, and West Australia. Does it make sense? Then I can go for the spend amount, which is greater than $1,000. I can put it here, greater than 1,000. Does it make sense to all of you? So this is how we go for filtering the data based on the criteria, and I can copy this, but I cannot paste in the same sheet. Since the filter is given, I should paste in the next available sheet here. Is this clear to all of you? Now going back here, I can select clear the filter. Now I want to give this filter one more time. I select the header and I make the filter. I decided I want to go for the company as Apollo, Cipla, Geno, and Religare. I want to go for selecting data only for male and the female customer. I want to go for the age should be greater than 50 years of age customer. I want to go for the state code. They are belonging to, let's say, New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, and Victoria. I want to go for the spend amount should be greater than $700. I selected only these customer where these $700 and they're belonging to Victoria, South Australia, Queensland, and what? So these are the states, right? Then the age is greater than 50 or 60. What the age is taken here? 50. Okay. And this gender is for what? Male and female. And this is for Geno, Cipla, Religare, and Apollo. Now I have to copy, Control Shift right arrow, down arrow, and I'll paste this data to what? Next available sheet, not on the same sheet. Now we'll talk about advanced filter. What is the advanced filter? This is the data which is given. And this is the criteria which is given. Now let's talk about, this is my criteria. Clear now, guys? Everyone? Did you see the criteria? Now, this is what, guys? This is my data. Does it make sense, guys, everyone? Right. Now, what you want to do here? Here, you want to paste values. Paste of filter and paste the values. Where do you want to do this? Filter and paste the values? From here, which is R1. Is that clear? I will keep my cursor here. I will go to data. I will choose advanced filter. I will say copy to another location. List range would be my column B to column G, the data where it is located. My criteria range would be starting from J1 to M4, M5, which is my criteria range. Criteria is what? Company as Religare, GSK, Apollo, MedPlus. Gender is female, male, male, and female. Age greater than 50, 60, 17, and Queensland, West Australia, New South Wales, and Victoria. Understood? Now I want to give this criteria here and copy to which location? O1. If I do that, you can see for MedPlus, it is female, greater than 30, and SCT is coming. MedPlus, female, and SCT value is only coming. Yes or no? For Religare, it is female and QLD. Religare, female and QLD greater than 50 years of age is selected. Yes or no, guys? So this is how the advanced filter works in real time. Those are online. Can I repeat this one more time, guys, everyone? Guys, those are online. Do you want
Yes,
me to
sir.
repeat this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's say delete this here. So what we want to do here, guys, we want to paste it from R1, right? Select this here. What will do? Choose here. Advanced filter. What will they select here? Copy to another location. Always. What is the list range? Your data range. Column B to column G. What is the criteria range? This is your criteria. Yes or no? Where do you want to paste to? Copy to this location. That's it. Can you see this, guys? Based on this criteria, it is filter value from here and pasted here. Clear to all? Everyone, can you see this? Can you see these values? For Apollo is what? Male greater than 70 and Victoria. Does it happen to Apollo? Check it out. Does it happen to Apollo, guys? Apollo, male, and for GSK is what, guys? Male and? Is it coming? Did you understand? Okay. Freezing table. What is freezing table? If you scroll down, header is hidden. If you scroll to the right, values are hidden. If you do not want to see your hidden header and hidden columns, it is always advisable. Keep your cursor at what? G2, which is a combination of all the columns after and after the header, which you're selecting here. Then you can go to view and make it freeze. When you make it freeze here, your header is freezed. Can you see this? And your column is also freezed. Can you see this? So this is how we should know how to go for freezing data. Clear to all? Next is called removing duplicates. Okay. So what is called removing duplicates? We will be doing it now. Look at this. Do you think all the name of the students is unique here or is there duplication? Arav is here, Arav is here, Arav is also here. Yes or no? If you want to see the unique name, what you'll do here, select this, go to data, and you will say remove duplicates. Can you see all the unique names are coming? Now look at here, guys. Tell me one thing. Is this all unique or there is in duplicates? Duplicates. Why did you say duplicate? Because you're not checking by student name. You're checking all the corresponding fields. Yes or no? Then you're saying whether it's duplicate or not. Yes, I can understand. There's a duplicate here. Correct? There is also a duplicate here. Yes or no? If you copy this and paste it here, what you see, guys, here? Data and say remove duplicates. Understood now, everyone? What is happening? Is this clear? So when you select all these columns, it will automatically remove the duplicates. Very good. How to identify the unique transactions? So there are customer who has done the transactions every day. There might be chances that you will get some duplications. Business wants to identify the duplicates from the transactions. So how do you go for doing this? How do you go for doing this, guys? You can copy this all, paste it here, and after this you will say remove duplicate. Can you see there was how many transactions duplicate? 3 transactions are duplicate, which has been cleared now. Can you see this? Now you got all the unique information. Everyone, yes or no? Very good. Moving to the next. It is given a table like this: customer ID, company, gender, age, state code, and spend amount. You have been asked, this table is unique or duplicate. What will you say? In a table, if you have 5 columns or 10 columns or 20 columns, if one column is unique, the entire table is unique. Okay. Tell me, this table is unique or duplicate? Why did you say unique? Because of the customer ID? Yes or no? So have you checked the customer ID is unique or not? No, right? So saying unique is wrong. You should copy customer ID here to remove duplicates. Duplicate count, then the entire table is unique. Clear? Okay. What is called data expressions? So guys, this is the restaurant data which is given. Another 10 minutes, we're finishing the class. Only 10 minutes, guys, we're finishing the class. This is a date, time stamp is given. The invoice number of the customer is given. The payment type, due payment, card payment, Google Pay, Phone Pay, what payment they have made. The category, tandoori half, they have ordered for how many? One quantity, 200 rupees, no discount, tax is how much? 5%. And the transaction status is what? Success. How to calculate the expression? Price is given, discount is given. You have to find out what? Price after discount. How do you calculate this? The price should be minus to discount. Yes or no, guys? Now, how to calculate the sales? You will say quantity should be multiplied price after discount. Yes or no? How to look for the tax? The tax amount would be coming as this sales should be multiplied to what? Tax percentage. Understood? Now, how to look at sales after the tax? You will do what? The sales minus tax amount. Does it make sense to all of you guys? Right? So, how do you present this price? Format cell to a currency as Indian rupees. How do you go for Indian rupees? You'll find the Indian rupees here now. Can you see this? How to apply this to? You will apply this to all these fields here. Got it? How to go for this tax? Tax should be what? Percentage format. Understood? Price should be taken the same format to discount. Understood now, guys? How to go for creating expressions to calculate the field values? Everyone? Is this clear? Text to column. When you say A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E, you want to separate A, B, C, D, E. What will you do here? Select this, go to data, text to column, and you will choose delimiter as what? Comma. Can you see? It is separated. So text to column is going to do what? Finding the delimiter, it is going to separate. If it is given A hyphen B hyphen C hyphen D hyphen E, how to separate them up? Text to column. What is that? Others as hyphen. Yes or no? Got it? So what is the delimiter here? Hyphen. Now if I say A space B space C space C space D and E, how to separate them off? What is that delimiter? Can you see this? So now did you understand what is called delimiter? Understood? Now tell me guys, in this email, I want to get the customer name and domain name separate. What is the delimiter? How do you separate them out? Text to column, delimiter as others, others as at the rate. Does it come? Understood? Right. How to look for these values? What's the delimiter in this? Comma. How to make this separate now? Text to column, delimited as comma. Already selected. You can ignore all. Is that clear? Next, answer finish. Can you see? Your data is coming tabular form. What is fixed width? If you write A, B, C, D, E, is there any delimiter? But I want to separate them out. How will I do it? By using fixed width. Can you see this? Everyone, clear? So we'll use as what? Cutter. Now, same thing, if I want to get my domain name only, I will say text to column fixed width as what? Can you see this, everyone? How much? Clear? Okay. Final test. Order date is given in what? Number of days. What you can do here? Format cell to is coming date. I want to get the same thing to what? Shipping date. What will you do now? Format painter to. Understood? You don't have to do it manually now. Look for this. What do you see? Blanks are there. What you can do here? Control F. Wherever the blanks are there, you will replace this by 999. 5 times 9. Does it work? Yes or no? So what has happened? Wherever the blank was there, it has been replaced by what? 999. Since it is replacing for how many records now? Around 49,000 records. It is taking little time to process it. That is okay. Let it be happen. We are just finishing the class in 2 minutes. If you go to the right, sales is given, discount percentage is given. Format cell, make it as percentage. How to get discount amount? Now the sales should be multiplied with what? You got the discounted amount. How much sales after discount? Sales minus. How to calculate the profit? Now this profit should be over the total sales happen after discount. Yes or no? How to show the profit percentage? How to show the sales currency? Yes or no? I will apply this to. Clear now? Yes or no, guys, everyone? So this is how I'll go for reading my data. Clear? Now the interview question. Which version of Excel you're using? Very
Office
good.
365.
What is the largest Excel file size you have managed? Always says 100 to 200 MBs. How much you have managed? This is the question. The question is that how much you have managed? You say 100 to 200 MBs. Imagine I just replace the value for 40,000 record. It takes time for processing. If you have data which is in GBs, Excel will be stopped. So we cannot say more than 100 to 200 MBs data we have managed. How many maximum seats we can add in Excel? Or depends on, right? What is the maximum font size in Excel? What is the purpose of format cell? Change the appearance of a cell value. Yes or no? Are you getting this, guys, everyone? What is conditional formatting? Presenting the cell values based on certain conditions. True? Everyone? Are you getting it? Right. Excel journey. First is, then, 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 then. Understood? How to remove duplicates? Data tool and data tool and understood? How to identify table is unique or not? Select the column and check the duplication. Yes or no? What is the purpose of how to protect your Excel sheet? Go to home, under format, you have protect sheet, you can give a password. Nobody can change anything in your sheet, right? So what you can say? Home, format, protect sheet. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Clear now? So this is how we have completed your entire session 1 today. Clear? Thank you.